What's up, everybody? It's me, Greg. Welcome to another episode of Gregway, where every Wednesday and Friday I answer one of your questions, whether it be from video responses, the comments on these YouTube videos, whatever the hell, however you, the Twitter, that's what they call the other one. Tweet at me. Follow me on Twitter. Today's question comes from Nick. Let's see what he has to say.
Good morning, Greg Miller. Great Gregway, as usual.
Great. You're giving me a lot of credit saying it's a great Gregway already. I mean, all we've done is said hello. I actually screwed up the Twitter thing. I didn't even say Twitter right, but you're grading on a curve, I'm sure. Thank you very much. Let's get to your question.
The other night, I was out having some wings with some friends.
Good work. Team Fat. Team Bone.
And I thought to myself, when did Greg Miller become so interested in wings? What was his first wing experience that made him want them so bad? So my question to you is, what was your first encounter with wings that made you love them oh so very much?
Whew, you're making me think back here. What was the experience? I mean, the thing is, it all evolved at the same time, I think. The experience, right, was college. The seed was planted back in high school. Of course, I was growing up in the suburbs of Chicago, where I was originally from, and me and my friends, you're in high school, at least when I was growing up here in the, the late 90s, 90210, all that jazz, you didn't go out that much for hey, let's go out to dinner tonight to your friends, right? Spend all day with them at school or whatever projects you're having, then you go home, you eat with your parents, and you try to convince them to take you out or something. Eventually, my mom took me out to Lone Star Steakhouse, where I had wings there, and they were delicious. These wings were amazing. I came home, I told my best friend about it. I was like, dude, these wings were great. He's like, well, sometime we have to go out and take our other friends out for wings. And I said, this is a great idea. We actually went out, we had wings, we agreed this was great. We went into the steakhouse, and all we ordered was wings, and all of the, minimum wage people there were very upset that there was a table full of 6 guys, and all they wanted were appetizers. Get a better job. But then you figure I graduate high school, right? I'm this 18-year-old person. I go to college, University of Missouri. There it is. This shirt, look at that. This shirt's over 10 years old. Gosh. Anyways, I go to the University of Missouri, Mizzou as they call it, and I get there, and it's like everybody else in college, right? You have all this freedom. You can do whatever you want. You can do whatever the hell you want. And what I chose to do was eat really terribly. And it turned out that when I went to Mizzou, this was also the opening of this shop called Wing Zone, which would deliver wings, chicken wings of all sorts of varieties and flavors to you in the dorms or wherever you were. It was delivery. They would bring you food. You know how delivery works. Some people get into excessive drinking and partying. I did both of those things, but I joined this group called the Antlers, which kind of were about both of those things. And I was lucky enough to join them when they were the Antlers, they embraced Team Fat. They embraced chicken wings, so we'd eat chicken wings together there. But then even on my own, at the dorms, right, I got into this rigmarole, this rotation, where I was ordering Wing Zone with reckless abandon. This is not an exaggeration. Most of the time, every other day, I would order Wing Zone to be delivered to me, and then just destroy a thing of hot garlic wings while watching Monday Night Raw, or whatever then would be on Wednesday, or hanging out with my friends, or coming back from a night out, or whatever. And when Wing Zone would bring you the order, they'd give you magnets, right? And so I'd start putting them on my little heater there. So I had this heater filled with magnets, but they didn't come every time. And this is when I knew there was something going on here, is that I eventually ordered wings, and the girl answered the phone. I said hello pretty much, and she's like, oh, hey, Greg. And I was like, oh, wow. I didn't know her name. She's knew my name. She's like, you want the hot garlic again? I'm like, yeah, I do. Well, she's like, you should try something else. We do other wings, and we went back and forth. We're flirting, blah, blah, blah. But all I wanted was the wings. I didn't want a relationship, right? I'm a freshman at Mizzou. I have blue hair. Just give me the wings. So eventually, though, in this conversation, I bring up the fact that, how many times have I ordered? And, again, that was 2001, years ago. I don't remember anymore. But she ran the order count on my telephone number, and this is still my first year. I was still in 2001, right? And it was something like 45 orders. I remember it was below 50, but it was still up there. And I said, well, for the record, I only have 22 magnets. And so the order came that night, and I got it, and I opened up. She'd given me the magnets I was owed and wrote me a message on the box of, for real, try another flavor. And I said, that's adorable. And then I ate these wings and never spoke to that girl again. But the other dope Wing Zone story, right, was the fact that this one time we were in another dorm, and somebody else ordered from their dorm room phone, and I told them this story while they were coming of how much I ordered from Wing Zone, and this magnet story, and that I was this big deal at Wing Zone. And I don't believe that for a second. No one could eat that many wings. Why would somebody waste their money like that? These people, they don't know you. They would never give you extra magnets. And so we went downstairs to get the delivery, And my friend grabs the wings and he goes, "Oh, and by the way, do you know a guy named Greg Miller?" And this fucking computer. "Do you know a guy named Greg Miller?" And literally the delivery driver goes, "Yes, everyone knows from Greg Miller. He orders from us every night." And that was probably one of the proudest moments of my life. Now, of course, this wing story, this whole wing question, I'm sure, sprouted out of the ground because people were. I put up that wing video the other day where I was berating someone for putting in a video response asking me what my favorite food was. Clearly, it's wings. It's in the Twitter. You do all this stuff. I'm always promoting that CJ's down in Columbia, Missouri. Go there, eat some wings if you have the chance. Even the water tastes better out of a CJ's Coke. So yeah, college is really where the wing obsession began because basically there was no one there to tell me, no, you can't eat chicken wings every other day, or in many occasions every day. I brought that back. I'll never forget, the summer between my freshman and sophomore years. I came back, and of course while I was in Missouri, there was this new thing called Buffalo Wild Wings that we had never heard of before, and I had started there, and we discovered one like 45 minutes from our Chicago suburb. So again, we went back for this summer, and me and my friends drove there. Literally twice a week, 3 times a week. And we couldn't drink, obviously. We just went there to eat wings and be disgusting and then come home and play NCAA football on the PlayStation 2. I guess actually it would have been Madden, right, that first year on PlayStation 2. And then that summer, because it's summer. Oh, there you go. That's why. It checks out in my head. It got there in the end. So that's where the obsession began. Like I've said a million times before, now it's just mutated into a full-blown thing with, of course, my love of CJ's in Columbia, Missouri. A great local joint. Go there if you're ever in Columbia for wings. If you're ever in San Francisco, go to Wing Wings, at Wing Wings SF on Twitter. I go there all the time. They are just dynamite, oh my god, in Lower Haight. But as if this wing story wasn't fascinating enough, I have a tweet to read you. It comes from the Harlot. He says, "Please review this buffalo wing soda since I can't get it near me and beyond." The wing soda he's talking about here is Lester's Fixings. Buffalo wing soda. It sounds disgusting. This is one that Greg Atlas, IGN superfan, had brought in for me at an Up at Noon once and wanted me to do something with it. I think I was sick and had cancer and I didn't get the chance. Now we're actually going to do it though. Never had it before. I do like wings. Never been a big fan of soda. Oh, also, if you're in Columbia, Missouri ever, Shakespeare's Pizza. Okay, let's see how this thing goes. It's bad. Bad as you'd expect. Yep. It's cinnamon. It's cinnamon soda. No. No. Oh, man. Fuck you, Harlot. Fuck you, Greg Atlas. That's no good. Ugh. It's not good. It's not good. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That's how the show works. You tweet me a question. You leave a comment as a question. You send me a video response. I like video responses. They make for a better video. And I answer it here every Wednesday and Friday. Remember that these videos go up 6 a.m. every Wednesday and Friday. The conversations with Colin Tuesday and Thursday, they go up 6 a.m. too. And when they do that, I'm in the comments the first hour talking to you live before I go to work at this little up-and-coming video game blog called IGN that could really use your support. So go check them out. Until next time, Gregway.